Before you scroll away, before you dismiss this as just another get motivated video, I want you to stop for a moment and really listen. This video isn't made for the achievers, the doers, or the people who seem to have their life perfectly together. No, this video is for the people who feel stuck in a cycle of hesitation, doubt, and silent frustration. For those who have a burning desire deep inside but find themselves paralyzed by their own mind. Maybe you've told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, only for tomorrow to come and go without you moving a single step forward. Or perhaps you struggle with a voice inside your head whispering, it's easier to do nothing. If you're caught in that trap, if you know laziness is holding you back, quietly stealing your time, your money, your dreams, but you just can't break free, then this video isn't here to cheerlead. It's here to challenge you. Because what I'm about to share is going to be raw, honest, and at times uncomfortable. Your laziness is a silent thief. It creeps in without warning and robs you of moments that you can never get back. Moments that could have been invested in building a better future. And the longer you wait to fight it, the higher the price you pay. So if you're truly ready to stop being your own worst enemy, then stay with me. Because what comes next could change everything. Laziness doesn't look like what you think it does. It's not always lounging on the couch or skipping work. Sometimes it's far more subtle. It's the little choices you make every day that add up. The I'll do it later, the scrolling through your phone for hours, the excuses you make to avoid the hard work. Laziness is a liar disguised as comfort. It tells you, relax, you've got time. But behind the scenes, it's chipping away at your potential. It wraps you in a warm blanket of temporary relief while quietly stealing your momentum, your opportunities, your growth. If you want to build wealth, freedom, or success, understand this. Momentum is everything. Once you lose it, getting it back feels like pushing a boulder uphill. Every moment you waste is a moment that could have been used to learn a skill, make a connection, or take a step closer to your dreams. Now, I want you to imagine your future as a bank account. Every day, laziness is like withdrawing money without your permission. Sometimes small amounts, sometimes large sums. How much have you withdrawn already? Have you spent hundreds, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands in lost opportunities, wasted hours, and missed chances? When you think about laziness as a thief stealing from your future bank account, the stakes suddenly become real. And here's the kicker. The thief isn't some outside force. It's you. But why are we lazy? Why do we sabotage ourselves? It turns out laziness isn't just about being bad or weak. It's a mental trap, wired deep into how our brains function. Our brains are designed to seek comfort and avoid pain. That's natural, but comfort isn't always your friend. Sometimes comfort is a prison built from fear, habit, and avoidance. The longer you stay inside, the harder it is to break free. When you realize laziness is a false sense of security, an illusion that tricks you into thinking you're safe by doing nothing, you begin to take back control. At its core, laziness often masks fear. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of the unknown. It's easier to stay still, to avoid taking risks, to keep playing it safe. But every time fear wears the mask of laziness, your dreams shrink a little. Your courage fades. And the scary truth? If you let this continue, your life will slowly shrink to the size of your fears. But here's the secret. Beyond fear lies freedom. Freedom to start, freedom to grow, freedom to become the person you're meant to be. Now let's get brutally honest about time. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Your later will turn into never if you don't take action today. Laziness breeds inertia, a force that makes it harder to move the longer you stay still. But the world rewards the bold. Wealth, success, and freedom favor those who act now, not tomorrow, not someday. If you want a life filled with purpose, abundance, and freedom, the moment to start is right now. Don't wait for motivation. Create it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make this moment perfect. You've seen the true cost of laziness now, the fear that hides behind it and the urgent need to act. But knowledge alone won't change your life. In the next act, I'll show you how to fight back, how to break free from laziness chains, how to build habits so strong they can't be broken, How to take control of your mind, your time, and your future. Your transformation starts now. Breaking free. How to fight laziness and reclaim your life. Now that you understand how laziness is quietly stealing your future, it's time to fight back. This is where the battle truly begins, but it's also where transformation happens. The first step to overcoming laziness is to recognize that motivation alone is unreliable. Motivation comes and goes like the weather, unpredictable and fleeting. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for a bus that never shows up on time. What you need instead is discipline, the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline isn't about being harsh on yourself or working to exhaustion. It's about creating systems and habits that make success the default and laziness the exception. Start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, pick one simple habit that aligns with your goals. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier or spending 10 minutes a day learning a new skill. When you commit to these small wins consistently, you build momentum. And momentum is the most powerful weapon against laziness. Next, tackle your environment. You are the product of your surroundings. If your environment encourages laziness with distractions, temptations, and comfort zones, it will be much harder to break free. Design your environment for success. Clear the clutter, remove distractions, create a workspace that inspires focus. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals, vision boards, quotes, or even just a clean desk. When your environment supports your ambitions, you're less likely to fall back into lazy habits. Let's talk about mindset. Laziness feeds on negative self-talk. The words you say to yourself shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm too tired," or "I'll never be good enough," you're building mental walls that keep you trapped. Replace those thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of "I can't," say "I will try." Instead of "it's too hard," say "I will break it down into steps." Your mind is your battlefield. Win the fight inside, and the rest will follow. Here's a pattern interrupt for you. A question. What if laziness is just a symptom, not the problem? What if underneath your laziness lies something deeper, like fear, overwhelm, or lack of clarity? This is important because sometimes when you feel lazy, you're actually avoiding something that scares you. Maybe it's fear of failure, or fear of success, or simply feeling lost without a clear path. If that's the case, fighting laziness directly won't work. You need to dig deeper. Identify what's really holding you back. Once you uncover what's beneath your laziness, you can begin to tackle it. Set clear, specific goals. When you have a destination in mind, it's easier to move forward. Break your goals into tiny, manageable steps. Celebrate every small victory. Progress, no matter how small, fuels motivation and confidence. And remember, it's okay to ask for help. Accountability partners, mentors, or coaches can provide the support and push you need to keep going. Now, let me tell you something many won't say out loud. You will fail. You will stumble. Laziness is sneaky and persistent. Old habits die hard. But failure isn't the enemy. It's part of the process. Each time you fail and get back up, you grow stronger. So embrace failure as a teacher, not a judge. Finally, use urgency to your advantage. Time is your most precious asset. Create deadlines for yourself. Use timers, alarms, or apps to block time for focused work. Know that every second you waste is a second closer to regret. You've now learned the tools to fight back against laziness, discipline, environment design, mindset shifts, uncovering deeper fears, setting goals, embracing failure, and creating urgency. In the final act, we'll pull it all together. You'll learn how to sustain these changes, build unstoppable momentum, and create a life where laziness is no longer an option. Turn that fear of lost time into fuel. When urgency becomes your ally, laziness loses its power. So now you know the harsh truth. Laziness is not just harmless downtime. It's a silent enemy stealing your dreams, your money, and your future. But here's the good news. Laziness is not permanent. You have the power to change, to fight back, to reclaim your life. The first secret? Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is like a flame that flickers. One moment it's roaring, the next it's out. Instead, build discipline, a steady, reliable force that drives you forward even when you feel tired, unmotivated, or afraid. Discipline doesn't mean pushing yourself to the breaking point. It means creating simple, repeatable habits that make success your natural default. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't debate or procrastinate, it's automatic. What if you could make important parts of your life automatic too? Start with baby steps. Pick one small habit that moves you closer to your goals. Maybe it's writing 100 words a day, or doing 5 minutes of exercise, or saving $5 every day. Small wins build momentum, and momentum crushes laziness. Your environment plays a bigger role than you think. Have you noticed how easy it is to waste hours on your phone or binge watch shows? That's your environment tempting you. Change your environment, change your habits, remove distractions. Set up a dedicated space for work or learning, clean, organized, inspiring. Even small tweaks, like turning off notifications or putting your phone in another room, make a huge difference. Your environment should work for you, not against you. Let's pause for a quick reality check. How often do you talk to yourself negatively? I'm too tired. I'm not good enough. I'll never get there. That kind of self-talk is poison. It feeds laziness and fear. Flip the script. Say, I'm capable. I'll give it my best. Progress is better than perfection. Your mindset is the foundation for action. Change your thoughts. Change your life. Here's a curveball. What if laziness isn't the real problem? What if it's a symptom of deeper fears? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not knowing what to do next. Sometimes we avoid action because it's safer to stay stuck. If that's you, don't fight laziness head on. Dig deeper. Find what's really holding you back. Only then can you break free. Once you've uncovered your hidden fears or confusion, it's time to get clear. Set crystal clear goals. Make them specific, measurable, and time-bound. Break them into tiny steps, achievable ones, and celebrate every small victory no matter how minor it seems. Momentum loves success, even if it's small. And remember, don't do it alone. Find an accountability partner, a mentor, or a community. We all need support. Let me be real with you. You will fail. You will slip. Old habits will pull you back. That's normal. Failure isn't the enemy. It's the proving ground. Every time you get up, you become stronger, wiser, more unstoppable. So don't fear failure. Welcome it. Finally, use urgency as your secret weapon. Time is the most precious resource you have. Set deadlines. Use timers. Block focused work periods. Remind yourself that every moment wasted is a moment closer to regret. When you transform urgency from anxiety to fuel, laziness loses its grip. You've got the blueprint now. Discipline, environment, mindset, clarity, support, failure, acceptance, and urgency. In the next act, we'll tie it all together and show you how to keep this fire burning long-term. How to turn change into a lifetime of winning. Welcome to the final act. You've faced the harsh truth. You've learned the tools to fight laziness. Now it's time to build a life where laziness doesn't stand a chance. Change isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous journey, and sustaining success requires a new level of commitment, mindset, and strategy. First, commit to your identity. Don't just say, I want to be productive, or I want to be successful. Say, I am a disciplined person. I am someone who shows up every day. When you own your identity, your actions align naturally. You don't have to force yourself to act. You act because it's who you are. This shift is subtle but powerful. Next, embrace the power of routines. Routines reduce decision fatigue. When your day follows a rhythm, your brain doesn't waste energy debating what to do next. Design your day with powerful morning and evening routines. Mornings can set your tone. Wake up, hydrate, plan your day, do a small win. Evenings can close the loop, review your progress, plan tomorrow, wind down. Routines become anchors in the storm of life. Now let's talk about energy management. You can't outrun exhaustion. No amount of willpower can compensate for chronic fatigue. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and movement. Exercise doesn't just strengthen your body, it sharpens your mind. Energy is your currency for productivity. Spend it wisely. Here's a little secret to keep your fire burning. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Too often, people quit because they focus on how far they still have to go. Instead, acknowledge your wins. Did you skip that extra hour on social media? Did you save a little money this week? Did you learn a new skill? These victories, no matter how small, build confidence and motivation. Another game changer. Learn to say no. Every yes to distraction or procrastination is a no to your dreams. Guard your time fiercely. Protect your focus like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Learn to decline invitations, habits, or tasks that don't serve your goals. Now get ready for a cliffhanger. The biggest threat to your new habits isn't laziness, it's complacency. When things start feeling comfortable, the old lazy patterns creep back. That's when you must double down, push harder, raise your standards, keep setting new goals, because the moment you stop growing, you start shrinking. Before we wrap, here's a quick pattern interrupt. A question. What's your why? Why do you want to break free from laziness? Is it to build wealth, freedom, legacy? Keep your why close. Let it fuel every decision. When motivation fades, your why will keep you moving. You've come a long way in this video, from facing harsh truths to building habits, facing fears, and committing to lifelong change. The future isn't waiting. It's here in your hands. So take the first step today. Don't let laziness steal another second. If this video fired you up, don't stop here. Click on the next video. Ronaldo versus Messi, new comparison. Learn how these legends apply discipline, focus, and relentless drive to dominate their game, and how you can apply those lessons to your life. Remember, greatness isn't reserved for the chosen few. It's built one decision at a time.